The man in glasses took the witness stand, and the prosecution for the United States government followed. To be fair, so did anyone else who could get in the courtroom. They came here for this moment alone, to see Stephen King take the witness stand. Only die-hard publishing people, there are literally dozens of us, care about the dailies from DOJ versus PRH. Once upon a time, the biggest publishers were called Big Six, then one ate another, and they became the Big Five. Now, Penguin Random House was attempting to merge with Simon & Schuster. The DOJ did stop that. If they had been successful, Big Five would have become Big Four, would have been business as usual for them. But the reason it stopped is because the literal United States government sent their deal back covered in red ink. They not only refused to let the deal move forward unchallenged, they brought their biggest gun to finish the fight. Like I said, only diehard publishing people care whether the Big Five turned into the Big Four, but Stephen King's about the most diehard publishing person there is, and he came prepared to fight with the weapon he's been sharpening since he first picked up a pen. Stephen King knows about monsters better than anyone. He literally wrote the book on them, then wrote dozens and dozens more. The prosecution called him to the stand, not quite sure what they'd get. To some people, the bigger the monster, the bigger the scare. Who cares if it eats you next? The DOJ wanted to stop Penguin Random House from eating Simon Schuster. If Penguin got too big, they would eat the competition. They would grow too big to stop, unless someone did something. Sometimes Stephen King lets you get out alive. Other times he says the monster eats you whole. Which one would Stephen King want to see happen with House of the Penguin put on trial for trying to consume Simon & Schuster? Would it matter if the monster promised to eat him next? As Stephen King took the witness stand, one journalist wrote, "So help him God," almost as though they could sense the slaughter about to begin. They should have known not to be afraid. Stephen King was never going to forget the face of his father, not when these books are his kind of babies. I wish we had a picture of the judge. Apparently they became as dead-eyed as an ex-victim for Pennywise. I can't blame them, wouldn't you? I mean, it's Stephen King. Plus, this wasn't just a rare opportunity to see Stephen King on the witness stand. His books tend to wander aimlessly for hundreds of thousands of words before finally coming together for a big ending. Yay, aliens, again. This time was different. When his testimony slides through the scheduled break, the otherwise extremely punctual judge let things slide. From the moment he started talking, Stephen King let them know he had a point. These quotes come via coverage reported by John Mayer for Publishers Weekly. DOJ, the government said, "Did you come here on your own?" Stephen King responded, "Yes." The government asked, "Why?" King responded, "I came because I think consolidation is bad for competition. That's my understanding of the book business, and I've been around it for 50 years. King said, "Some of the big boys are still around because they're part of other publishing groups, but a lot of the indies are gone." He continued, "When I started in this business, there were literally hundreds of imprints, and some of them were run by people with extremely idiosyncratic tastes, one might say. Those businesses were either subsumed one by one or they were run out of business." And with that, Stephen King's day in court came to an end. I wish the publishers had crossed Stephen King. He gave them so much to chew on. It would have made for one heck of a finale. But was there ever a question who would win if they came at the Crimson King? As for whether his testimony helped stop Penguin Random House from merging with Simon & Schuster, well, all you need to do is take a look at the further work in Extra Magazine and then the DOJ's response letting us know that the merger would not happen. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the Patreon. See you next time.